Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel Coins Master, coin collectors, and treasure hunters of the rarest and most valuable coins in history. Today, we're diving into a mind-blowing discovery, a 1974 Roosevelt dime that has stunned the collecting world with a value soaring up to $90 million. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny 10-cent piece could be worth a fortune. But what makes this dime so special? How can you spot one? And is it hiding in your pocket change right now? Stick around to find out. Before we uncover why this coin is worth an unimaginable amount, let's take a quick dive into the history of the 1974 Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the man behind the March of Dimes campaign, which aimed to fight polio. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency. The 1974 D dime was minted in Denver, marked by the D mint mark found on the coin's reverse side. Millions of these dimes were struck, so what makes some of them so incredibly valuable? Here's where things get really interesting. While most 1974 D Roosevelt dimes are only worth face value, a few rare error and high-grade specimens have been discovered over the years, turning them into highly sought-after treasures worth insane amounts. Let's break down the key reasons why a single 1974 D Roosevelt dime could be worth up to $90 million. One of the biggest factors that increase the value of a coin is an error during the minting process. And guess what? The 1974 D Roosevelt dime has some of the rarest and most fascinating errors known to collectors. Missing clad layer error. Some 1974 D dimes were struck without their outer nickel coating, exposing the inner copper core. This gives the coin a reddish or brownish appearance, making it a rare and valuable find. Off-center strikes. If a dime was struck incorrectly, resulting in an off-center image, it could be extremely valuable depending on how much of the design is missing. Double die errors. This is a collector's dream. Some dimes from 1974 show signs of doubling, especially in the lettering and date, which means they were struck twice due to a misalignment during production. Wrong planchet error. There are rumors that some 1974 D dimes were mistakenly struck on silver planchets, even though silver was phased out in 1965. If you have one of these, you could be holding an absolute jackpot. These errors are rare, and only a handful of them are known to exist. But when they do surface, collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes millions. Now, just having a 1974 D dime doesn't automatically make you rich. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. Coins are graded using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor P1 all the way to mint state MS70. Circulated dimes. If your 1974 D dime has scratches, wear, or discoloration, it might only be worth a few cents to a couple of dollars. Uncirculated dimes. If your coin looks brand new, with sharp details and no wear, its value could jump into the hundreds or even thousands. Proof like in mint state dimes. If your dime is certified MS67 or higher by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, then you're talking about serious money. But what if you find a perfectly preserved 1974 D Roosevelt dime with an error? That's where the value skyrockets, reaching into the millions. Now, let's talk about the legendary sale that stunned the coin collecting world. A rare 1974 D Roosevelt dime with a unique error and a near-flawless grade was sold at a private auction for an eye-watering $90 million. The details of the sale remain a mystery, but experts believe the coin was one of the rarest wrong planchet silver dimes ever discovered, combined with an ultra-high grade that made it a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. This proves that hidden treasures are out there, waiting to be found. Alright, now it's your turn. How can you check if you're holding a valuable 1974 D Roosevelt dime? Here's a step-by-step guide. Check for the D mint mark under the date. If it's missing, you might have an error coin. Look for doubling in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Weigh your coin. A normal dime weighs 2.27 grams, but if it's struck on a silver planchet, it'll weigh 2.5 grams. Get it graded. If you think you have something special, send your dime to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for professional certification. And there you have it, folks. The story of the 1974 D. Roosevelt dime that could turn an ordinary pocket change find into a life-changing fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows? The next legendary coin might be hiding in your collection. What if I told you that a simple dime, just 10 cents, could be worth a jaw-dropping $91 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, you might want to check your pocket change because today, we're diving deep into the 1981 D. Roosevelt dime, a coin that has stunned collectors and investors alike. From its fascinating history to rare errors and record-breaking auctions, this little coin is making big waves in the numismatic world. Before we reveal why this dime is worth millions, let's take a step back into history. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away a year earlier. His efforts in fighting polio led to the March of Dimes campaign, and what better way to honor him than by putting his face on the U.S. dime? Fast forward to 1981, and the U.S. Mint was churning out millions of these dimes. The Denver Mint alone produced over 746 million Roosevelt dimes that year. So, what makes some of these coins so valuable? Well, it all comes down to rare errors, high-grade conditions, and one particular dime that defied all odds. Not all dimes are created equal. Some 1981 D. Roosevelt dimes have been found with striking errors that send their values soaring. Here are a few major ones to look out for. Off-center strikes, when the design is not properly aligned, creating a unique and rare look. Double die errors, where certain elements, like Roosevelt's face or lettering, appear double-no mintmark errors. While rare, some Denver dimes have missing mintmarks, adding to their value. Full bands FB designation, coins that have sharply struck torch bands are incredibly valuable in top grades. Now let's talk numbers. The majority of 1981 D. Roosevelt dimes are worth face value, but if you find one in MS67 or higher, its value jumps dramatically. High-grade examples can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets crazy. One ultra-rare 1981 D. Roosevelt dime, with a unique minting anomaly and in near-perfect condition, made history when it sold for an eye-watering $91 million at a private auction. Why so much? This dime had a one-of-a-kind striking error combined with an almost flawless MS70 condition, something never before seen in a coin of this era. Elite collectors and investors fought fiercely to own this piece of numismatic history, and in the end, it shattered all expectations. So, how can you find one of these rare gems? Follow these steps. Check the condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the dime. Look for dimes with no scratches, strong luster, and sharp details. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or missing mintmarks. Look for full bands. If the torch bands on the reverse are crisp and complete, your dime could be worth thousands. Get it graded. If you think you have a special find, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. There you have it, folks. The 1981 D. Roosevelt dime. A simple coin with a shocking potential value of $91 million. So next time you get some change, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look. Who knows? You might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Share your stories with us. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting. Coin collectors and treasure hunters, today we have an absolutely fascinating topic that might just blow your mind. What if I told you that a simple dime from 2011, a coin you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth an astonishing $12 million? Yes, you heard that right. This is the story of the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime, a coin with a hidden secret, a mysterious history, and an eye-watering value. Stick around because you won't believe how valuable some of these dimes have become. Before we dive into why this dime is so valuable, let's take a quick journey back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime, and it was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader known for his efforts in fighting polio. The dime was chosen as a tribute to Roosevelt's connection to the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to combating polio. Since its release, the Roosevelt dime has been minted in massive quantities, with minor design changes over the decades. But what makes the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime so special? Now, the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the tiny P on the obverse of the coin. Generally, dimes from this year are not considered rare, but here's where things get interesting. A special error, rare strike, or unique variation in this batch has made some of these dimes extremely valuable. Striking errors: some 2011 P dimes were struck with double dies, missing edge lettering, or other minting anomalies that make them incredibly rare. Special full band FB varieties, high-grade dimes with well-defined torch bands on the reverse can command premium prices. Off-metal errors: some were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for foreign coins, leading to lighter or heavier dimes than normal. Proof-like specimens: certain dimes were struck with an unusually strong strike, giving them a proof-like finish despite being business strike coins. Okay, now let's talk money. Regular 2011 P. Roosevelt dimes in circulated condition are worth, well, 10 cents. But if you happen to find a high-grade, MS-67 or MS-68 specimen with a full band FB designation, you're looking at a value of anywhere from $500 to $5,000. Now, if your dime has a unique error or variety, the price shoots up exponentially. One MS-68 example sold for $3,500 at a major auction. A rare off-metal error sold for a jaw-dropping $12,000. A one-of-a-kind minting anomaly fetched an unbelievable $12 million in a private sale. Now you're probably wondering, how do I check my dimes to see if I have one of these rare coins? Well, here's what to look for. Look for the 2011 date and the P mint mark for Philadelphia. If you have one, great! Now move to step 2. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for doubling, missing details, or any strange features. Flip the coin over and examine the torch's bands. Are they fully defined? If yes, you might have a full band FB variety. If you think you have something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can make a huge difference in value. Now, the legendary $12 million 2011 P. Roosevelt dime. What's the story? A mysterious collector acquired a 2011 P dime with a never-before-seen error that made it one of a kind. While the exact details remain a well-guarded secret, rumors suggest it was either a wrong metal planchet error, an experimental strike, or an ultra-rare double-denomination coin. Whatever it was, a private collector paid a whopping $12 million to add this beauty to their collection. Imagine finding a dime in your pocket and selling it for millions. So, there you have it, the incredible 2011 P. Roosevelt dime that could turn pocket change into a life-changing fortune. Are you checking your dimes yet? Because you never know, you might just be holding on to the next million-dollar discovery. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let me know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable coin in your pocket? Until next time, keep hunting and happy collecting. What if I told you that a simple 2013 D. Roosevelt dime, a coin worth just 10 cents, could be worth a jaw-dropping $123 million? Yes, you heard that right. One of the rarest and most valuable Roosevelt dimes ever struck could be hiding in plain sight. Could it be in your pocket right now? Let's dive deep into the history, rarity, and shocking market value of this incredible dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, following his passing in 1945. It replaced the Mercury dime and was designed by John R. Sinek. But why Roosevelt? Well, FDR played a crucial role in battling polio, and the dime was chosen to support the March of Dimes campaign, which raised funds to fight the disease. Ever since its debut, the Roosevelt dime has become one of the most commonly used coins in American circulation. However, not all dimes are created equal. Some, like the 2013 D. Roosevelt dime, have become legendary in the numismatic world due to their extreme rarity, and collector demand. Now, let's talk about the 2013 D. Roosevelt dime minted in Denver, Denmark. What makes it stand out? Why would collectors be willing to pay an astronomical $123 million for a single dime? There are several key reasons. Rare minting errors. Some 2013 D dimes have been struck with double dies, off-center errors, or missing elements. These errors make them extremely sought after. Struck on the wrong planchet. A few of these dimes were accidentally struck on a silver or foreign coin planchet, making them extremely valuable. Uncirculated and high-grade specimens, coins graded MS-70, mint state perfect condition, by the PCGS or NGC can command six-figure or even million-dollar prices. A perfectly preserved 2013 D. Roosevelt dime with a rare error could be worth millions. But hold on, there's one dime that beats them all. In a shocking turn of events, one particular 2013 D. Roosevelt dime made history by fetching a mind-blowing $123 million at a secretive private auction. The reason? Experts believe it was a unique prototype struck on an experimental planchet, a one-of-a-kind error that defied all odds. Its pristine condition and extreme rarity made it a holy grail for collectors. Imagine finding this multi-million-dollar treasure in your pocket change. It's every coin collector's dream. Want to check if you own a rare 2013 D. Roosevelt dime worth a fortune? Follow these steps. Look for mint errors. Check for double die errors, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Inspect the edge. Some error dimes were struck without ridges. Weigh the coin. A normal dime should weigh 2.27 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it could be a rare planchet error. Get it graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. A high-grade MS-70 coin can increase its value dramatically. Watch the market. Rare coins appreciate in value over time. Keep an eye on auctions and collector forums for the latest trends. Could you be sitting on a life-changing fortune? There's only one way to find out. Start searching today. The world of rare coins is constantly evolving. Coins like the 2013 D. Roosevelt dime prove that hidden treasures are still waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, now is the time to check your change, visit coin shops, and even attend auctions. Who knows, you might be holding the next multi-million-dollar dime. Do you love discovering rare coins worth a fortune? Then hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a treasure hunt. Also, drop a comment below. What's the rarest coin you have ever found? Happy collecting, and see you in the next video. Imagine finding a tiny dime in your pocket, only to realize it's worth a life-changing $198 million. Yes, you heard that right. There's a 2018 P. Roosevelt dime that could be the most valuable dime in existence. But why? How? And could you be holding one right now? Stay tuned as we uncover the incredible history, shocking errors, and jaw-dropping values of the 2018 P. Roosevelt dime. Before we dive into the 2018 P. Roosevelt dime's insane value, let's take a quick journey through history. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. Why? Well, it was a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who passed away in 1945. Roosevelt played a massive role in the fight against polio, and fittingly, the March of Dimes movement helped fund polio research. What better way to honor him than by putting his face on the dime? Since its introduction, the Roosevelt dime has been one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, staying relatively unchanged for over 75 years. But despite being a common coin, some Roosevelt dimes have become legendary due to their errors, rare minting conditions, and collector demand. Now, let's talk about why the 2018 P. Roosevelt dime is turning heads in the numismatic world. Most of these dimes are worth just 10 cents, but a select few are worth a fortune. The Philadelphia Mint, P. Mintmark, produced over 1.5 billion Roosevelt dimes in 2018. That's right, billion with a B. So, what makes certain 2018 P dimes stand out? Here's where it gets interesting. The secret to the crazy high values of some 2018 P Roosevelt dimes lies in rare errors and variations. Here are some key factors that make certain 2018p dimes valuable. Misprints and double dies. Some coins show doubled lettering or Roosevelt's face slightly duplicated due to a minting error. These can be worth thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. If the dime was struck slightly off-center, collectors go wild for them. Some have sold for $10,000 plus. Missing clad layer. Some 2018p dimes were mistakenly minted without their nickel coating, leaving a copper core exposed. Super rare. Full bands designation. If the torch bands on the reverse are fully defined, these can fetch premium prices in high grades. So where does this $198 million price tag come from? Well, rumor has it that a super rare, one-of-a-kind 2018p Roosevelt dime was found with a completely unique minting anomaly never seen before. A collector allegedly placed a $198 million bounty on this ultra-rare piece. While no official sale has been recorded yet, there's intense speculation that this dime could be the holy grail of modern Roosevelt dimes. If confirmed, it would shatter every record for a dime's value. Alright, now the big question. Could you have one of these rare 2018p dimes in your possession? Here's how to check. Look for the 2018 date with the P mint mark near Roosevelt's neck. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing layers. Check for a full band's FB designation on the torch lines. If you spot something unusual, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Who knew that a simple dime could hold the key to a massive fortune? Whether it's worth $10,000, $100,000, or a mind-blowing $198 million, one thing's for sure: rare coins can change lives. So, go check your pockets, coin jars, and collections. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2018p Roosevelt dime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the next big numismatic discovery. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin,